Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60. Now there's been a lot happening off camera. We've been sorting out the shed. We've bought a new shed, and by bought I mean we picked it up on Marketplace for free. And Ohhrly's back. Right, it's been too long. We need to work out what's happened with this. I'm just gonna stand in here out of the wind so we can talk about it. So Ohhrly has been out of action for probably about 3 months now. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But we blew it up in a rather spectacular way.
Whoa! Shit, go neutral, go neutral. We blew the engine up. We blew the engine up. We blew the engine up. Fuck. Holy shit.
At the Lakeside Off-Street Drags in the roll race session, yeah, and it's been really annoying that we haven't been able to get it going again, but we've just had so many other things on the go, and this shed was sort of getting a little bit out of control with mess and things piling up. I've just noticed it's really messy again already. I don't know how this happens. But it's finally time to get that car in on the hoist and basically get it stripped down and then see what happened to it, work out why or what part of the engine's actually failed first. Well, we're going to try to anyway. Again, I just want to reiterate, the reason we didn't just jump on it straight away, we have nowhere to put the parts once we take it apart. But now it's time to get on to build the Vargas car, and we need to steal a few things out of Ohhrly because this car probably won't be running in this form ever again. And by that I mean Ohhrly really needs an aftermarket ECU. It's going to need basically an entire fuel system overhaul if we switch to port injection only. Yeah, so we're going to steal all of its go fast bits and put it on the Vargas car. Genius. Right, however, before we get too far into this video, which is basically going to be me getting it onto the hoist, see if we can see anything underneath it that we couldn't see when it was on the trailer in that first We've Blown Up Ohhrly video. But other than that, I do want to talk about a live stream straight away. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a live stream where we actually take the engine out. I thought it'd be interesting to do it basically live so you guys can see what we're doing. That said, the whole thing isn't going to be on live stream. I'm going to try and get most of the work done today so that it's not a 7-hour live stream. But basically the part where we pull the engine from the car and finally get good access to see the hole in the block, we're going to do that live. I thought it'd be quite interesting. It's also going to be the announcement for the prize winner, which is 13 days ago. So tomorrow will be the 2 weeks from the day we announced that we're going to give away the start button. Well, but for now, I need to tediously, that's probably not the right word, carefully get it off the trailer, into the shed and on the hoist. So let's get on with that. All right, I just thought I'd show you not the mess, but the dodginess that I have to go through to get this car up in the hoist. So we have our lift here, and we have this skinny 2.2 meter wide door right here. Now, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get a car driven in and on the hoist. You can actually drive an E92 in, basically get close to the edges and drive it straight onto the lift. However, it's easier to come in and shunt and get on the lift. You cannot get any car in without, you can't get any car in reversing. So when I've had my car on the hoist backwards, I have to back it in straight, get it in far enough, and then drag the rear end over to about here, and then we can shunt it through. Now, the issue with this car is it doesn't run. Now, it's on the trailer, and I can't, if I go too far forwards with this, the trailer is too much of on a down angle, and then I can't get the car to roll back because it's basically going uphill. Does that make sense? This is a mess. So what I need to do is basically get in the car, roll it back enough for the trailer to tilt, so that all the weight's at the back of the trailer, and then drag the car forwards, then I should be able to roll it off. What could go wrong? Now, we did disconnect the battery before Ohhrly went into storage, so let's get that reconnected. It's just the earth terminal. Oh, this car has a smell. The smell of power and going too fast. I love it. Hey, interior light come on. Now, does the key still work? Hey, we've still got keyless. Right. Now the reason I need the ignition on is to turn the wheel. Part of me wants to try and start it, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so handbrake off. Spider webs. Ugh. We'll go into neutral. Ah, shit. I have to release the winch. Right, let's put the handbrake. We'll go handbrake back on. What could go wrong, guys? This is fine. If it really rolls into the shed and gets destroyed that way, at least you know what happened. Okay, so I need to Release the tension. Okay, so we take the winch off. Trailer is unhooked. So basically I need to get in it, roll it back enough to tilt the trailer. Okay. It's heavy. I'm working the brake and pushing. And we're getting closer. Oh, there we go, we're tilting. Okay. So I'll go to there, so it's at the back of the trailer. Then we'll put the handbrake back on, put it back into park. And then the car should stay here on this angle, because it's not a race car. It has a park brake. Now, and the reason I need to drag the trailer forwards, if I just dropped it off here, the car will still be on the ramp, so I won't be able to get it back far enough. So I now need to pull the trailer forwards. We should be good. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. I figured I'd film this because it's horrifically silly what I'm doing. But we're going to try. All right, you guys have got a better view than I do. All right, I hope that's enough. Just need to make sure the X5 doesn't roll down the hill now. Okay, so with that ramp there, that's definitely going to be enough. That's going to be close. Basically, I need to make sure that the car is right off the ramps before it comes in. All right, I'll go a bit more. You guys get the picture. You'll see me once we're inside. All right, you probably can't see me, but we've moved forwards. Let's see if we can get the car in without hitting anything. I'm stuck. Nearly got in. The driver's door's stuck. But I think we're going to be safe. Let me push it the rest of the way. I think we're good. Ooh. Sweet! We are off of the trailer. Better put the handbrake back on. Alright guys, with it in this position, it's now a matter of jacking up the back and trying to swing the back of it over so we can get it on the hoist. Right. It's very hard just to put a car on the hoist. Well, she's up on the oh my god, it's so... Oh, of course, we blew a hole in the engine. I forgot about the oil leaks. David's come to see if we can see anything more on the hoist that we couldn't see on the trailer. Let me grab a torch, because that will make things a bit easier. Though we had plenty of light under it when it was on the trailer, but couldn't see it from this angle. Where is the carnage?
It's in there somewhere.
I reckon it's behind that power steering, the water pump.
Yeah.
Still can't see anything. Still can't see the hole in the block. Ton of oil though.
Plenty of oil.
Ew. Well, it's coming out. It's coming out tomorrow.
Then we'll find the carnage.
All right, so we had a good look over the car. Still can't see any evidence of how this left the block or why there is so much oil everywhere underneath. We cannot see the hole anywhere. But what we're going to do is what I said earlier. We're going to actually pull the engine out of the car in a live stream tomorrow. Now, I've never pulled this car apart before, and there's a lot of custom. We've got AC. There's a lot of custom stuff on it. Obviously, it's got a single turbo. I've never pulled a single turbo apart before. So instead of me learning how to pull it apart fully on camera tomorrow, I'm going to do all the niggly bits, the turbos, basically pull the whole front clip off, all the transcooler, try and get the transmission all disconnected, work out how the power line is even bolted into the car. And what you will see is hopefully sort of half an hour on a live stream tomorrow of removing the engine so we can actually see that side of the block. I am going to remove it through the front. Dan from Simply Tuning said that's the way to do it. Initially I was going to drop it out the bottom, but no, we'll pull it out the front. Yeah, and we're going to talk about what we want to do with this car on the live stream tomorrow. We would love to put a built motor in it, standalone ECU, run it at 40 PSI and go and have some fun in it. However, we simply can't afford to do it at the moment, and in all honesty, I can't see us being able to fund a built motor for quite some time, a proper built motor. Dan from Simply Tuning has even offered to help do some of the work on the motor as well, which would, I assume, save some money, which is great, but it's still going to be a huge cost. So we want to have a chat with you guys tomorrow on what you want to see happen with this car. We've got a few things that we can do, what we'd like to do in the next sort of month or two, get it back on the road. Much better than what it is now, but still with a standard motor. But we'll talk about it tomorrow in the live stream. It's going to go live around 5 PM Queensland time. Yeah, hopefully you can work that out. Use Google to work out what time that is local to you. But yeah, we'll talk about this, we'll pull the engine out, work out what the problem is, and we'll announce the winner of the start button. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to get some work done on this tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow, live. Oh, and I apologise in advance for any glitchiness. We are going to have a laptop set up so we can actually read the comments. If you see a couple of live streams start, it'll just be us working out the best way to read and interact with you guys whilst it's all happening. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.